What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 322 of Some Shit We Like. I'm Mike here with Bryce and Rick and special guest, Ash! Yay!
I'm on the other side now!
Yeah, it's not in the chat. So now no one's in the chat.
Also, before we went live, she said, fuck you, Cheesy. Just want to throw that out there. Even though he's not in the chat because he's working.
But I stand by it.
Okay. So, all right, you guys know what we do here. We talk about movies, video games, tech, anything that really floats our boat. And this week will be no different. If you want to check out our content, you can get it audio only on Tuesdays on any podcast service you can think of. Just search SSWL Network. YouTube, we put up videos, clips Tuesday through Thursday with the full show on Friday. And you can interact with us there.
Yeah, leave your comments. Let us know if you like our shit, if you don't like our shit. What are we getting wrong? What are we getting right? But come on, who's going to actually comment what we're getting right?
And if you really think we suck, share it with a friend so they can partake in the misery as well.
Watch this.
Look how bad these guys are.
How we still get the views.
Run that view count up.
Just not this particular show, because it
Just
might
not
hurt
this
my
show,
feelings
yeah.
a little bit.
You know, all any hate mail can be directed towards Ash this week.
No!
Some shit we like at gmail.com.
I think we've gotten like 2 legit emails to that ever, by the way.
I think, yeah, just to. One of them who, like, wants to come on our show and, like, play music.
Isn't that how Ryan got in contact with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan O'Leary.
Friend of the show, Ryan O'Leary, director
God.
extraordinaire.
And we've been miserable ever since.
His,
Nice.
his short film got accepted into an Austin festival just yesterday.
Isn't that where the Backseat did really well also? Was that same
That
film
was a
festival?
different
Was it a
festival,
different one?
yeah.
Okay.
No, this is a new festival, it looks like.
Yeah.
So good for him.
Kind of funny.
The
Jacking
last
us
weekend.
again with the We Have Cool Friends. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I watched one of them. Yeah.
I feel so dainty.
Last night I actually watched. I didn't finish it, but I watched that one of the game developers for the new Kevin Smith movie game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on
Yeah.
this week.
Yeah, and then I think Tim sent us that too.
Mall Brawl?
Mall
Brawl.
Yeah.
Jen said that was Mall Brawl.
Yeah.
That's a hard title to say.
Mall Brawl.
Yeah.
there's
Shut
no
up,
brawl.
Bryce. Anyway, Bryce is
That's
back.
why I'm in the corner. I don't intro the show, like, seriously.
That's
I'm gonna
him in
be
the corner.
quiet. Yeah, I'm just gonna observe.
I'm interested to see how that game comes out. Also, the one they've been working on for like 6 years with Trevor Furman too. That still hasn't
That's the
come
one,
out.
isn't it?
No, that's a different one.
Oh.
Let's talk about me some more.
Okay.
Me being in the corner. Now
Yeah.
I'm starting to suspect, because you guys, they were all hanging out. You know, they all, before I got here.
All right.
Okay, so,
I said.
so no, here's the deal. Here's what I think happened.
Okay.
I think Ash is like, can we make sure that I don't have to sit back? Is that what happened?
No, never.
I'm totally just kidding.
No, I said it would be funny if we made Bryce sit in the corner and didn't explain it. Because there was no reason.
Yeah. I guess we
You
really
should have
didn't.
known.
We really didn't
You should have
explain
known
it. Yeah.
that it was me.
Yeah.
Come on, it
That's
was.
fine.
Rick's too scared to do it. Ash isn't going to say anything like that.
No.
Come on.
You're one of my 3 favorites.
Wow.
Yeah.
I made the top 3. You made
Part of
the
our
top
fave 5.
On MySpace.
Yeah.
Top 5 fave.
Oh, jeebus. Okay, no more MySpace reference.
Hey, there's Cheesy.
Oh, cheesy!
Fuck you, Cheesy!
She apparently set it off the air too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna message you, Cheesy, but I figured you'd see us going live anyways.
Yeah.
So
You want to start the show
Should we
proper?
Take it away with, let's talk about VidCon. So me and Ash went
yeah.
to VidCon. Oh, come on. No couch time.
you guys have a chat. What are we gonna sit here and stare? Like I'd rather.
Yeah, but then you guys are going to say stuff and it's going to
No,
be
we're not.
off my...
Yeah, it's fine.
But this is the whole point. We
talk loud
conversate.
enough.
We conversate.
Yeah, we are
Conversate with Ash.
Come
on.
Conversate
Anyway.
with me!
I went with all... But okay, yeah.
We should have put Rick
Fine,
in
fuck
the
them.
corner.
Yeah.
All right, so...
Seriously. Well, he is in one corner.
So, me and Ash went to VidCon this year.
Yes.
It was interesting. This was the 10-year anniversary for VidCon, and
Just say what it really was.
it
a shit
was
show.
trash.
Yeah.
I have a question. You guys first met last year, right?
No. It was like
Many years ago.
16.
4?
Can we talk about how you guys met? Because I don't remember.
Yeah, tell that story first.
Please.
How did we meet?
I
At
don't know.
VidCon.
It was at VidCon. but
It was
I
at
don't remember how.
VidCon. It
I
was,
was
it was
at
through
the
this.
creator party.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a small like YouTube community on what was it before it got shut down? What is it? The Google Plus community.
Whoa.
There was a Google Plus community for small YouTubers. I think you were a part of it.
No, definitely not.
No?
Wow. Glad our friendship is so valid for you.
I'm trying to remember how far.
His memory's terrible.
I have a terrible memory.
No,
so
it was
I'm
2016. It was the first year I went to VidCon. We met at the creator party.
We did.
Yeah. I mean, I might have seen you before that. I remember we went to In-N-Out Burger.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I think I knew James.
Yeah, and we
And
went
then
through
we
James.
went through
Yeah.
James. That's what it was. Yeah.
Okay, and this is terrible. Ash is not, and I know who you are, Ash, but I just confused this. Ash is not the person that you went and got Cali tacos with, right?
No,
That's somebody else.
that's someone else.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
And now Ash is like, why the fuck didn't you take me?
I know. I like tacos, asshole.
Next time.
Okay.
So yeah, we met, I guess, through James, and then I checked out her channel.
Friend of the show, James Redwine. Check out his YouTube channel.
I should say James Redwine.
Jesus,
That's right.
Rick.
I'm terrible.
Like, we haven't been doing this for a decade.
He
I
was
still
here.
maintain that he's missing his calling, not being in the wine business.
Yeah.
Like, I
Agreed.
legit thought that, like, I was like, that's not your fucking name. And he's like, that's my name. I'm like, alright, dude, well, you should be doing something else. Sorry, go ahead.
So yeah, this was the 10th year for VidCon, now owned by Viacom, and I guess a lot of people were kind of expecting like a big blowout for it being a 10-year anniversary and being held by Viacom. I mean, Viacom has money, which is interesting that they bought them too, because Viacom was also one of the business companies that like sued YouTube at one point because they had all their content on there. So yeah, the parties were terrible. Like this year was terrible. Like I think we probably got even more out of the panels this year than we did even the last few years, because it sounds like they actually heard the responses from last year and got actual like people to talk about like YouTube's algorithm, YouTube's backend, and also like more technical people rather than, hey, I'm so and so, Anna Mojo or whatever you say her name. I don't like her. I know you guys like her, but I don't like her. And talk about.
You just let her know too.
I told you yesterday.
Yeah.
No, but she might find
Yeah.
out.
Who?
What
Anna.
are you talking
I
about?
don't give a shit about that.
It's feisty.
I'm cold. Yeah,
Prison changed you.
I know.
Whoa.
I've never been to prison.
I
So
got
what made it so bad? Was attendance poor? Like, what
It was just
the-
more like the demographic for it just started going more towards kids, to the point now where like there was like a Blues Clues like stand
Hey,
up.
don't hate on the Blue's Clues one. That one was dope, alright?
She's like 12.
Yeah, I'm 12. Fuck you.
I'm just trying to pinpoint the demographic of how young
Yeah.
they're going for.
Can we talk about the lounges real quick?
The lounges, yeah.
Okay, so a dark room with
Creator
just
lounge.
tables for the creator lounge. Mind you, $200 a ticket. It was horrible. And then the parents lounge, they hired a fucking masseuse.
What?
For the
They did?
parent lounge. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Sure went to the parents' lounge.
I know.
You ain't got no kids.
They have a lounge for parents?
Yeah.
They really
Yeah.
are aiming this towards children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know last year they had a whole section for parents if they don't want to walk around or whatever. There's like
That's so
Coffee
That is,
and,
that is
like-
the weird. I don't even think that exists at Comic-Con. Like, that's fucking weird.
yeah. And the creator lounge was just 2 couches and tables and a chair.
It was a good place for a nap, though.
What's inside there? Food?
Usually, last year they had Dunkin' Donuts, so Dunkin' Donuts was slinging coffee and frappuccinos or whatever their current.
They're called culottes.
No, not just culottes, but
Okay.
they have like their own type of frappuccino. I don't know what they're called. Hey, Wolf,
Hi, Wolf.
welcome. But yeah, and here they had nothing. Like usually they have like about 2 or 3 partners in the creator lounge giving away stuff or even just playing music, you know. But there was nothing. There were just chairs and
It's just a
nothing.
room.
Yeah. So-
What's the cheapest pass you could get?
That's the community pass.
Which
And I
is
think
how-
it's 100.
150, I believe.
No, I think it's 100.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I mean,
150.
You know more than I do.
What does $200 get you? That lounge access? I don't understand why it costs so much to go to VidCon.
Yeah. The panels though.
And creator chats.
Oh, the creator
I
chats.
have creator
That's
chat,
right.
yeah.
If you're a creator, you can have a chance to sign up for a creator chat.
Okay. Okay.
And with the creator chat, you get a 1-on-1 or 5-on-1 with a named creator.
M had a 1-on-1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Emily M had her friend had a 1-on-1 because nobody showed up to the creator chat.
It was like one of her favorite YouTubers, so it was really
Who was
cool.
it?
Brittany Louise Taylor?
Brittany Louise Taylor.
Yeah, she's like a YouTube OG, so.
OG YouTuber. Shane Dawson did that documentary thing on her that I think you watched too about her husband and her son.
Oh, it was
the
part of like that
Russian-
controversy. thing, right?
controversy.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theory
Conspiracy,
video.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Tell them what you told me about why the creator pass is bullshit now, Rick. Do you remember what you told me?
I don't remember what I told you. What did I tell you?
Hold on. So, I just knocked my water out. Rick says that the creator pass is bullshit because now, since it's geared towards kids,
Right.
parents are just buying their kids creator passes because it gives them better access to YouTube creators.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, didn't you see a lot of kids running around?
There was some in my creator chat, and I had it with Jason Nash. I don't know if anybody knows who that is. And he would ask them, like, oh, like, what's your goal for YouTube? And they go, we don't do YouTube. So, like...
They don't do YouTube?
Yeah, they don't do YouTube. They don't create anything. Yeah.
I don't understand.
So it's changed from being a thing where, small YouTubers come together and try and figure out how to help each other grow.
Yeah.
It's turned from that to YouTube and Twitch and anywhere you can post video that's a social network is so massive that it's gotten similar to the way E3 is now, where they sell like the gamer pass and you can go. And now if you go for a specific reason, you can't get any work done because it's too crowded with people who aren't there to try and better their channel or better their content or figure out how to break their channel out. So it's literally a bunch of kids with parents spending $200 for their pass so they can be closer to the creators they like.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing.
It's not, but the creator pass is meant for creators.
When it's turned from being something that was supposed to help growth to a fan expo is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
there should be separate things.
3 creator passes, or 3 passes, community, creator, and industry. And industry is more focused on, well, like if you already have a following and you want extra help, they're there to support you.
And you talked about this a little bit last year, where you saw that a lot of creators were now buying the industry pass because a lot of the people who are getting the regular pass are buying the creator pass now.
It's insane though. That industry pass is like $860 bucks.
Yeah.
I don't get what are the biggest names that are showing up to this? Like, who are the biggest names there? Because Comic-Con is more affordable than this. I just looked.
Yeah.
Jacksepticeye was there.
Dan and Phil,
Smosh was there because they've been around since YouTube began too.
I mean, the Braille skateboarding channel goes because they have such a huge following.
I don't know. I mean, keep doing your review, but to me it just sounds like a job. I just did a quick Google search. Comic-Con, $276 I think to go every day.
Wow.
And then daily passes can cost anywhere. This is Google. The official site said $66 for adults.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. No. You guys are still gonna. Mike's gonna come back over here in a second.
No, I'm already sitting down. I'm already sitting down.
Well, it's cool over here, so I'm standing here for now.
Okay, fine. But yeah, it's not as fun. I mean, the fun part about it is hanging out with Ash and hanging out with friends. I feel like that's really what I went for this year, was just to meet everyone again and
I wasn't gonna
IRL.
Yeah.
And you can do that without having to spend the money.
You can now. We
Yeah.
were talking about that. We had a creator dinner on Thursday, and Dami, who does all the coordinating for the YouTube house and stuff for last year, she's kind of she is in charge of the small YouTube creators Facebook page. She didn't come this year. She was busy, but we had at least a dinner, which I think that's something I think we should do rather than go to VidCon now.
And if you can do it in May when it's 30 degrees cooler.
When it's cooler. That would be great. So yeah, I was telling Ash and James and Em, why don't we just do this every year, but just take a dinner or something for come for the weekend or something,
Well, how far are some people traveling?
Well, I think Em is now going to be the farthest since she's going back to Jersey.
Oof.
I mean, that might be rough to have someone come in just to
For
have
just a
dinner with you
weekend,
guys.
yeah.
Well, if we
But
did
if it
like
comes to the
Universal
weekend,
or
I mean-
something instead of
Yeah, if we
VidCon
did
ticket,
something like
Yeah.
go to hit all the parks.
Yeah, that's what we're doing tomorrow. Yeah.
You going to Universal?
Yeah.
Yo, Harry Potter Land's legit.
I know. I just want butterbeer.
So yeah, I don't think I'll be going next year, as far as I know. You're not going?
No.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Bryce and I will go next year now.
Yeah,
There is.
that's-
I know that's when you guys
Come! You guys didn't though. Lame.
You know me, I don't like to ever say, like, maybe next year they're going to pull out all the stops. Just wait before you say that. You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
you would think the 10-year anniversary would be it.
Well, I
but-
thought about that this year because last year sucked really bad.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, maybe they're figuring it out, so it'll be a lot better this year. But no, it still sucked. Sucked
Yeah.
ass.
I think you can draw a direct parallel to the video game industry. Video game industry had E3 for the longest time. That was a trade show that was for developers to bring their wares so that retailers could see them and buy product before the product was out. Then it changed to where people would just go see video games. And now it's, YouTubers and Twitch streamers are going to E3, but they're not conducting any business other than creating a video for their YouTube or Twitch channel saying,
Yeah.
hey guys, I'm in the bathroom at E3 because I'm a fucking idiot. And it's changed. So what the video, as E3 started to become less relevant as a business trade show, what a couple people did was they started the Penny Arcade Expo, which is one in Seattle. There's one in Boston. There used to be one in Austin. I don't know if they're still doing the Texas
I
one.
think there's one in Austin. I thought that's where it started.
Yeah, no, it started in Seattle,
Oh.
and then Boston, and then Austin. Then they did Australia one year, but they haven't gone back since.
They still have it in San Antonio.
Okay,
Pac South.
San Antonio, Pac South.
January
Okay.
18th through 20th
Okay.
is when it happened this year.
So weird, dude.
I know.
He just added sparkling water to his
Oh, that's-
his astroturf
I think
drink.
that's actually kind of
That's
smart.
totally, that's,
Yeah.
Kind of,
like I said, for me, you crave sugar, I crave bubbles.
Yeah.
So that would
That's-
satisfy my
You
soda
big
craving.
fancy.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Ooh, you even shook it. Did you see
Yeah.
that wrist movement, y'all? It wasn't on camera. Woo! All right. So the video game industry has broken out into separate things now. So you have the Penny Arcade Expo, which is literally a place where developers take demos or games for the community and fans to play.
Mm-hmm.
Get your hands on this shit. We just showed it at E3. A month later, here's PAX. Come play it. And I think that, for YouTube or Twitch or whatever, they need to do that. You need to have separate events. You
Mhm.
want to have a community event? Have a community event. You want to have a creator-centric event? Have that. Do what they do in Japan for the Tokyo Game Show, what they do in Germany for Gamescom. Have 2 days where it's industry only, and 2 days where it's
that's
community.
smart. That's actually something that they should do.
And
But
I think,
even if that, like, I think having that, people now knowing with the creator path, they can meet their people.
But
like, I think
but if you have if you have the community days, people would be less willing to part with that extra $100 because
okay.
my kid can go
That's true.
on the community
They
day.
try to do that too by saying if you have creators, you can't do a meet and greet. Meet and greets are only for community.
That's another way to do that. Do that.
No, they do that.
Yeah, make that
Yeah, that's what
wristband
they
mean
do.
something. Make that pass mean something different.
Um,
And enforce it. That's the problem. You have to fucking enforce
yeah.
it.
So we kind of talked trash already on it. Let's talk about a little good stuff that you think might have came out of it. Don't give me that look. There's something good that at least came out of it.
Yeah, I will say I'm glad I crashed your panels because it was
Yeah.
actually very informative and I know
We went to
about
the-
taxes now.
Yeah, we went to the taxes panel that was held by Braille's tax person, Devin. I forgot her last name. She was really excited to talk about taxes. Which
You
is
need that. You
awesome
you-
because it had me engaged.
That's how my person is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he loved it.
yeah.
He's
Like
seen
it actually got me excited to do taxes. I'm like, wow. Like I was like, okay. And then I got a pamphlet afterwards
Oh,
that
yeah.
I'm gonna send to you.
You're also way too worried about it than you need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
But now he's not.
Yeah, this
Well,
actually.
we tried to tell him.
I
do.
listen, but he's not going to listen to us.
I know.
He's like a kid.
I have to listen to from the professionals.
You can tell your kid all you want that, hey, if you fucking cut yourself with a knife, it's going to hurt. But they don't listen. But if somebody else that's not their parent tells them that, they're like, oh, maybe I should
got
not.
dumbed down to a child.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other panel we watched.
The other panel we went to was with Veronica Belmont. It was not what I thought it was going to be.
I
But it was
glad
better.
it was, what it was.
It was better.
They talked about, like, what you put on the internet and how it can follow you around, and I learned absolutely nothing because I got interviewed right after, and it talked about a coworker and said, fuck you, and I meant it.
Wow.
And then I had to message the guy late at night, like 2 a.m., and was like, hey, can we edit that part out where I'm telling my coworker to go fuck herself, basically?
Just like you told Cheesy?
Yeah. Fuck you, Cheesy.
You still haven't learned.
I still haven't learned.
She needs a PR.
Yeah, I really
publicist.
Yes,
Mike's good at Mike and Bryce are good publicists.
Okay. Hired.
All right, sweet. I'll send you a bill. Our rate's pretty high because we're really good.
And then Bryce is definitely good at the fine print.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was really good because I think about that too sometimes when we do this podcast and I still have a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
So like sometimes I'm afraid also to be all out and be really completely, not that I'm not me, but like, I mean, you know how I get when I play video games.
Yeah.
I get pretty crazy.
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
And like I kind of hold back just a little because I know if this maybe not, I don't know, the internet's weird. So,
but see, you're not fucking what's his name? Who's I'm not gonna say because you're not a racist spouting racist verbiage.
No, I know I'm not.
You're not.
I know who he's talking about.
Yeah, you're not sexist, and you're not using derogatory terms towards women or men or people with different sexual
all the
preferences.
shit talk that I do is about me.
So you're fine. You're fine. Maybe one day, 10 years from now, you'll see a video of you where you're calling yourself a fucking idiot for not getting that puzzle in Tomb Raider. And you'll be like, I was mean to that guy. I should probably apologize. Then you're going to have to go and look in the mirror and be like, I'm sorry, Rick.
Hey guys, this is my apology video to myself.
He is a monster. You're correct.
Now that you have a haircut, you should just wear a wig when you stream. Because then
my own personality.
Yeah.
Different personality.
Yeah, beyond brand.
Yeah.
Fucking
I fucking hate the word brand, which I heard a lot. But before I get into that, but yeah, Veronica Belmont's was all about that. Like, how you deal with it and how you confront it. Because, like, she has a GIF out there that kind of haunted her for a while back in 2008.
Yeah? What's
yeah, I'll show you later.
Okay. I love
Veronica. And it's so funny because, like, I remember that, but I didn't know it got to that big of a deal. Because, like, it was a Techzilla GIF. Because, like, I've watched her since Techzilla.
I watched every episode of Techzilla she was on.
But,
I have no idea what...
And look, there goes Bryce searching right now, right?
What are you talking about?
No. You
but
yeah. Find something?
Nah, that's okay.
No, that's all right.
Mike, you want another cherry Coke?
Shut your fucking mouth, right?
So like she kind of talked about how that kind of followed her when she did job interviews and thinking like, oh, is this, have they seen that GIF of me, So it was really interesting to see her perspective on it and how she kind of had to deal with that and like kind of like owned it,
Yeah.
Because I think the more you try to hide something, the more people will bring it to light.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, she had a really good panel. The taxes was a good panel. I did the YouTube Insider with a bunch of YouTube people who upload. Bryce, this is gonna be for you. Someone asked like, what are the most important things about uploading a video? And another question was, how much time should you?
I feel vindicated on this. By
how much time should you spend on tags?
It's not against you. It's not against you.
Yeah.
No, it's not against you. No, it's not against you. It's not against you. It's not against you.
You know how much time you spent on tags? Fucking none.
Well, you kind of summed it up. But yeah, they say you shouldn't take more than like 3 minutes to do tags.
I feel vindicated.
They say the things you need to spend time on are thumbnails, tag, and description. Like those are the key things for
You just said
the
you
video.
need to spend time on tags.
Huh?
You said the things you need to spend time on are thumbnails.
Did I say tags? I'm sorry. I meant thumbnails.
Description.
Title. Sorry, title.
Yeah.
Those are the important things. It's like, don't worry about tags.
So this wasn't against you.
This wasn't against you.
This is for me and you because we're the ones always saying, this is stupid.
Yeah.
I always say, nobody...
I don't know that I buy the description thing. I think is,
Come over here.
I'm here right now. It feels good over here.
Nobody clicks on end screen videos.
The description thing I think is a little funny though because most people
don't read the description.
Hardly have a description.
Right, but the algorithm searches apparently the description.
No, I
from what they
understand that,
said.
but no one's taking that advice though because most descriptions are legit. What we put, we watch and react to the trailer for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Short to
no
the
one's writing a novel, so I don't know that I fully agree with whatever that person said.
The person that works
at YouTube
who actually controls the algorithm stuff.
Yeah, the people that work at YouTube have shown that they're completely incompetent and don't know. What they're talking about.
Basically, their search engine prioritizes So if somebody searches for, okay, so there was that a couple years ago when I got that bug up my butt, and I was like, hey, let's recast Addams Family. And so we put in this description, oh, Mike decided he wanted to recast the Addams Family. And it's short, but if somebody searches Addams Family cast or recast Addams Family, or that, their search engine will prioritize that description because, not because it's tagged, but because the actual description says that.
So it's the words that you use.
It's
it's
the
not
which,
so much
it's
which
not
length of the description.
Right. So you got to be super relevant with everything. Like, I hate seeing 1,000 tags and only 2 of them are relevant to the videos. I fucking can't stand that.
Because look,
I'm come here to make my audio easier.
I'm talking loud. Because look, I'm somebody that, you know, I'm on YouTube because of you guys, but whatever. But I'm somebody that...
Like, we have a gun to his head.
No, but I just mean, like, I'm not a YouTuber. You know what I mean? I'm not a YouTuber. So, I'm someone that casually peruses YouTube, and when I do that, I'm legitimately just like, I find the video, I find the title, and I click it. I'm never reading the description, ever. So that's why, like, I don't ever do that. So maybe it helps for searching stuff.
It's for their search engine shit.
But to me, title is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Title.
Wolf reads the descriptions.
Yeah.
No, you don't, Wolf. You don't know how to read.
How many people are honestly like taking 5 videos and reading the description of each before deciding which one they're going to watch? I promise you no one's doing that.
When I watch a video, I watch the video and then I look at the description.
Yeah. So the importance of the description is more for their search engine shit, not for engaging.
I'm just saying, as a user, like, it's not anything that I'm ever looking at.
Yep.
And when I do look at it, that's why I'm just like, there's nothing here. Sometimes even the top YouTube people have, like, no description. Yeah. All it is their bullshit. Is their social media stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't work like that, right?
Braille does that.
Yeah.
They don't put... Their title of the video is the description. And then they don't have anything in the description. It's... Hey, we drop videos every day on YouTube but I'm already at your channel. Like, but that's just, I mean, whatever.
As much as I hate redundancy so much that it drives me crazy when it's like, we react to blah 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 trailer in the description. Bryce, Mike, and Rick react to blah blah blah. It's like, I fucking already said that in the title.
Yeah.
Anyways, carry on. VidCon description.
Anyways.
Am I talking loud enough for you?
So those were some of the good things that I think we saw.
We said one thing.
Well, no, you said the tax panel, the Veronica Belmont panel. That is technically
two. Okay, all right, whatever.
Also, Veronica Belmont is still adorable as all hell.
She's awesome. I was so happy to meet her. Like I said, I've been following her career for a while, and she's really cool. She is what she puts out on there.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys get bored at all? Like, I mean, you made it sound like that the floor was kind of not much happening.
We did the I know I did the expo like once thoroughly when I
first walkthrough.
Yeah, once thoroughly when I first got there, just to see what kind of free shit people were giving out, and it wasn't much at all.
Well, where there wasn't free shit, there was more interactive stuff. Like, they had a giant Nerf station. Everybody had Nerf guns, and that was so fun.
You did that?
Hell yeah,
I didn't do that.
Yeah.
The Nerf community on YouTube is fucking gigantic, by the way.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, I talked about it a couple years ago when I started. I was like, oh man, fucking Nerf guns, and now I have an excess of Nerf guns that we don't fucking use because of goddamn YouTube, sons of bitches. But yeah, the Nerf modding community is huge on YouTube. Like, there is 7 to 10 Nerf modding people on YouTube that have either 750,000 subscribers to 2 million subscribers. Like, and it's not the same people because everybody, just like in anything, everybody has their favorite Nerf modding YouTuber. And yeah, they have full-on conventions that are centered around Nerf and Nerf modding in 2 or 3 different areas in the United States for these people to go to, and they make money off of them. It's insane.
Fucking Rick, working with I read descriptions. And Rick writes, thank you, Wolf.
Also, I was just kidding, Wolf. I know you can read, son. I know you can read.
But yeah, I mean, you had a little fun. No fun. We had no fun.
Just hanging out.
Hanging out was fun. Hanging out was fun. Yeah. That was the fun part.
You guys feel like your money was wasted?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that was a waste.
You know what you could do with that $200?
So much
Could have
Starbucks.
drank a lot of alcohol for $200.
You could have bought Mike a
That's
bunch of
people.
beers. Spend a lot of time.
Or not drinking beer.
Coke.
Cherry Coke, yeah. Coke Zero, I prefer.
Oh.
Anyways, anything else to add or no?
Every year I'm always like, maybe I'll go to VidCon with Rick next year. And then
I think you should go there with your kids though.
no,
Like the community.
Then you
section.
can enjoy the masseuse in the parent lounge.
I know, but I can't. My kids are the worst.
Because it is fun.
Nothing about it, especially hearing you guys talk about it, and then nothing about it sounds appealing to me. I don't even get what people are spending money for.
It's not.
It's for teenagers and preteens, I guess.
Mhm.
Really.
Yeah.
Initially, when it started, it definitely was better for that.
It sounds like it was
creative
definitely
community.
a lot bigger. When it first started, like a lot more people. It was more important when it first started,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Mhm.
I feel like it was, yeah. But anyways, I guess that's it for that. Next up, we'll get into some entertainment news. How about that? We do have some news for you. News. Like HBO Max. Did you guys hear about that?
Yes.
Yes.
Warner Media is Warner Media. Sorry. Is
It's HBO and Cinemax are combining. They're HBO Max.
that's what it feels like. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, this is gonna have basically it's like a new upgrade to or another streaming service that you're gonna have. They're gonna have more exclusive rights to, like Friends is gonna be on there. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Pretty Little Liars, and of course, like every other streaming system, they're gonna have their own originals as well too.
Here we go. Oversaturation.
Slowly, yes. It's gonna have, it's gonna be like cable all over again. So many different things. The pricing is gonna end up, depending on what streaming services you have, is just gonna get bigger. But HBO Max says here is scheduled to launch next year in 2020. Is anticipated to premiere with over 10,000 hours of premium content.
There's another subscription service I will not be giving my money to.
Can you explain this to me? Like, why Warner Media and HBO? I don't understand this.
They're
at all.
they're
They're
partners.
just partnering?
Yeah, no, they're partners with each other.
Okay, because
That's
it's
why-
weird. Because Viacom owns HBO. I just looked it up. Like I just don't know.
I don't know that.
Yeah,
I guess they're all in a fun group together. I don't know that. I don't know about Viacom. I knew about Warner Media because like they have Watchmen. And,
Wait, hold on. Google might have fucked. No, Warner Media owns HBO.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see it.
So yeah, it's just another service that's coming out.
I'm wondering if this is going to replace HBO Now.
No, it'll just
doesn't
be it'll be a
say.
way for them to charge
I
you
think it's
an extra $5.
Yes, I think that's what's gonna happen. Nobody knows, what's gonna happen, but
But I mean, maybe it effectively replaces the name HBO Now, but
think?
you could have like a cheaper,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah. Okay. I get you.
Because otherwise, it's like that's so confusing. You're gonna have HBO Now, HBO Max, HBO Go is for people that already pay for HBO.
Right.
Like that's just I don't know.
It's so like the whole streaming thing, man. It's getting out of fucking control.
You're gonna get it though, because Anna Kendrick.
Anna Kendrick.
But what about it? Like, what about her?
She's got 3 things going for her with this new streaming service. 1, they have an incredible history and legacy of storytelling. 2, they're super future focused and trying to be the best. And 3, they're letting people like me embarrass myself episode after episode until I find love. I couldn't be more excited to be a part of this family. So there you go.
But I already love you, Anna Kendrick. I already love
And
you.
then you have Greg Berlanti from all of the DC shows on WB or
Damon
CW.
Lindelof.
And then you got Damon Lindelof. Yeah.
Man, that's a lot of money
Nicole
that they're
Kidman.
gonna pass on to subscribers to cover.
Yeah.
What I find confusing about this is like, I mean, is this going to be different than people that pay for HBO, like already as it is?
I think so.
I bet.
I just think that's so, I don't know. Like, I feel like people that pay for HBO have to have some sort of incentive to want to get this. And maybe they get a discount or something, because it's just like, it's just weird to me, because it sounds like they're going to have some HBO regular shows on this service. Unless it's just, again, more fuller, fleshed out option for people that don't pay for HBO. If that's basically what it is, and maybe that is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just so fucking strange, man, like with the streaming market and the different services. Like, Bryce and I are wrestling fans. We subscribe to the WWE Network, but they have, 70 years of content plus from other companies they've bought over the years.
Yeah.
New Japan Pro Wrestling has a streaming service that's also $10 a month, but New Japan has been around for over 50 years, and they have the backlog of content. There are companies that have been around for like 10 years trying to sell subscription services to wrestling fans that's the same price as those other two, but has no content that the other two have, and has literally 1/10 the time and content to back it up, and it's fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Ring of Honor, the Ring of Honor Ringside Club or whatever is $10 a month. Like, fuck you.
The Honor Club, right?
Honor Club, yeah. Impact Plus is $10 a month. Fuck off! I'm not gonna pay you $10 a month to watch 10 years of content that was only good for the first 3 years of its existence.
Yeah,
like, it's ridiculous.
Elite Plus, 3 shows on. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking kidding. It's the way they talk about the being the best promotion ever.
Yeah, seriously, it'll get that way.
Yeah. Can I just say, sorry, wrestling buddies, really quick. Francis made me aware of this, that when the show went off the air, Cody Rhodes apparently cut a promo and said, I don't know if it's still on the air or not, but it's like, for anyone trying to counter-program us tonight, like, you can't counter-program us. You can't counter-program the love.
Really?
He said, you can't counter-program maybe you can counter-program me, you can counter-program Brandy, you can counter-program whoever else he said, but you can't counter-program the love and the passion of all elite wrestling.
Okay,
and I'm just like, hold on, I'm just like, man, you've had 3 fucking shows, and you're talking as if you are the greatest thing that's ever happened.
It's the Paul Heyman thing, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Like,
shut up, Rick.
I'm not gonna
There's a part where
hold that.
we go to the couch.
I'm not gonna hold that against you. Could. I'm not gonna hold that against them because it's the Paul Heyman effect, dude. Like, ECW, going back and watching it, like, yeah, I might have been into it when I was a kid and in my teens, but going back and watching it, 90% of their content was fucking garbage. But I bought into that us versus them mentality.
No, you gotta
I bought
cheers.
into we are the best roster on the planet. I bought into nobody can tell us what to do or hold us in a. We're not. There are people that will tell you that we're beneath this company or that company, but that's like Rob Van Dam used to say it best. Like, you can try and tell me that the TV title's a secondary title, but when I go out there, I'm the main event. I steal the show. My title matters more.
I just feel like their presentation was different. I feel like AEW is already saying they're the best company on the planet, period. I feel like ECW was more of a, hey, we're here and we're different from those other people. You know what I mean? They to me promoted being different, where AEW is promoting being the best, and they're already the best. And they've got a long fucking lineage of 3 fucking shows to show that they are the best.
I'm gonna give Cody the benefit of the doubt, and he knew
Dude, he's losing
and he knew who he was talking to at that show. He knew the people that he was talking to and attended at that show really do think there's a conspiracy from WWE to hold down AEW.
Yeah, probably.
So he knows who he's talking to. And of course he's going to say something stupid like that, because that's the crowd that wants to hear that.
Yeah. Anyways, we can go back to this. But one thing I want to point out, and I understand, I get that Friends is a big deal for a lot of people, and people are upset that it's leaving Netflix and stuff. But Rick, can you scroll up for me, please? Does it scroll up the article? Yeah.
Sure. Scrolling up.
Okay. So, I think it's funny that this new streaming service that's coming out, that what they're leading off with is they're going to have the exclusive streaming rights to Friends. And then the next thing there is Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Pretty Little Liars. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to buy your new service because you're going to have the exclusive streaming rights to a show that's been fucking over for however long now. And I just think that's weird. To me, if you're trying to sell people on this, sell me on the new original exclusive content that you're going to be bringing to it. And I get they might not have much to say yet. Well, then don't make an announcement yet because you don't have anything to say.
It's because Friends is such a popular show that people rewatch it all the time.
I understand that. You can say the same thing.
If it's leaving like Netflix or whatever, it may be like people... I know people that are angry that The Office is going to be leaving next year. I'm angry that The Office is leaving next year, but luckily I have Hulu, so I don't have to worry about it.
It would.
I get
but Friends is such an iconic show that people
rewatch
it in the background. It's the comfort blanket. But I know what your point is.
You don't.
I know what your point is.
Are you gonna buy
there
this?
will be people that specifically get this because they want friends on
that's
streaming
what they're
rather than
That's their
rather
hope.
than DVD.
But are you?
But most
they're
people
leading off with that. They're leading off.
like new shows.
You're wrong, dude. I'm sorry. You're just wrong. Like you have to see my point. They don't have much to offer if that's what they're leading off with is friends. And if anyone is going to legitimately be like, I'm leaving fucking Netflix and going to HBO Max because they're going to have 236 episodes of this show that I've seen a million times, and that's all they're promising me so far.
It could have been any. It could have been Seinfeld.
Yeah,
it could have
Seinfeld's
been.
the same
It could have
fucking
been any show from that era that's iconic. It could have been any show. But you don't fucking lead off with that. You don't lead off with that.
That's my point. I understand. Like that's a big thing.
Yeah,
To me, that should be the 5th bullet point.
It should be, and also we got exclusive rights to Friends. Like that should be the icing on the cake, not the batter that the cake is built on.
Like an Apple announcement. We
have
have one more thing.
Yes, exactly. Like,
That's like Nintendo trying to sell people on the Switch for their robust NES classic library that they have right now, which they've got fucking nothing on there. Like, I'll rip on something that I love. I mean, that's like selling the Switch for Super Mario Brothers 2 is on there.
Dude,
it's like, it's 2019.
Wrecking Crew is coming on Tuesday.
I know.
So,
but you get my point, though, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's the same thing.
I get his point.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's ridiculous. That's all. Like, to me, they shot their load too soon.
I think so. I think it came out way too soon. The announcement was way too soon.
Yeah, that I agree with.
You agree with me too. Like we're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm not ripping on Friends. I'm just saying it's like.
Can I talk?
Can I finish?
Can I finish? But I was talking. I was still talking.
Yes, we haven't had a spirited conversation like this in a while.
I'm not ripping on Friends. Like Mike said, it could have been Seinfeld. It could have been anything. I just think you don't lead off your press release with something that's fucking so old as being the big selling point for your streaming service.
Is that they have the exclusive rights to Fresh Prince as well? Fresh Prince as well?
Well, let me see what the bullet points say.
That's more exciting than Friends.
Yeah, it's way more exciting than Friends. But I'm still not gonna buy it.
Like I still, it's like, oh, okay. I mean,
I love
cool.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah,
It's my shit, man. Like, but, or is it? And we also have these shows.
No.
Exclusive rights to launch all episodes of fan favorites Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Well, then I better get on Hulu and watch the shows I want to watch before they get fucking. Yeah. We have the exclusive rights to Family Matters, y'all.
So like,
seriously,
look, like that part. Then at the bottom, where it says new exclusive movie products dealing with Greg Berlanti, should have been at the top.
Yes. That whole first part should have been. Oh, and while you're waiting for this awesome first run content from Anna Kendrick and all these people, while you're waiting for that first run content that's gonna be there, here's some cool shit to hold you over.
Yeah.
I even wonder, this is probably barely even going to be... I don't get why they made this announcement so soon, because...
This is straight from Warner Media.
I know, but it's ridiculous, though, like, because all they could say about their exclusive content is the actors involved. Like, that's insane. Hey, you're going to have some fresh content from Anna Kendrick and Reese Witherspoon. Like...
Oh, Reese Witherspoon, I'm out.
I just don't understand.
I'm out.
I don't understand. I don't understand it. But it's the epitome of what 2019 is so far.
Ash is killing me with eye daggers right now.
Yeah. Reese Witherspoon is a national treasure. How dare you?
Oh my god.
You guys, we live in the era of remakes and rehashes. So is anybody surprised that a brand new streaming service is trying to sell their content based on properties that are 20 fucking years old? It makes no sense.
Like, could you imagine if we're gonna remake Friends? Like, could you imagine if they did that?
Oh, that's terrible.
And call it Buddies.
By the way, real quick, on the whole Friends thing, separate from Friends, there's a UK show that's kind of like Friends, but a little different because it's UK, obviously.
Comedy is going to be different.
It's called Coupling. It's an old show. Yeah. If you haven't watched it, watch it, especially if you like Friends, because I think it's just as funny.
I have a love-hate relationship with Friends, because like, it's similar to my relationship with the Foo Fighters, where I don't dislike Friends at all, and I don't dislike the Foo Fighters.
Thank you, Red Slayer.
But I don't ever want to. But I don't ever want to like the Foo Fighters albums when they come out, and I don't want to like. Yeah, and I don't want to like Friends, but inevitably end up laughing at any episode I catch.
Look at Ash is bringing the viewers
Yeah.
to our channel. I don't know that I've ever
Sorry.
seen James in the
Is that your
chat.
foot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
cable,
I
okay.
forced them to.
Awesome. Rick, what point were you gonna make when you said I was in? Like, can you finish? I want to know. You probably don't even remember. Okay, that's fine.
Because you fucking interrupted me.
What was I not talking? Was I not talking? He said, "Can I finish?" It's like, well, I'm still talking. So who interrupted who? It's on video. Rick's gonna put in some editing bullshit. He's like,
Buddies.
see at this moment.
It's gonna be like an old clip of you saying "fuck
Oh,
you, Rick."
Friends.
and then-
Seriously. This is why I'm on this end. This is why
Friends?
we're this far
Friends,
ahead.
I've only really watched up to like some of season 5.
Okay.
From 1 to up to season 5. Because after that, like I felt like it kind of got old.
So I've never seen a complete season of Friends, and that's kind of the good thing about that show is you can catch any episode out of context and
I've seen it complete
Not
from
feel
1,
left out?
1 to like half of season
Okay.
5. After that, I've just watched, episodes here and there.
I think that's the mark of a good sitcom. I think even though I'm not a huge fan of Seinfeld, they do that shit really well too, to where you can watch
Absolutely can do that.
any
Huh?
fucking episode in the entire
Yeah.
run, and you don't feel like you don't understand something.
That's how I feel about The Office. You could watch. I feel like you could watch The Office. And
I really don't like The Office. I'm like
But
the
isn't
outlier.
there kind of like an underlying story?
there is a little storyline there, but I think anyone can come in and watch The Office and understand what's going on.
I know I'm a Seinfeld person, so it's gonna sound like I'm just defending. But what Mike said, like that's really true about Seinfeld because like there's an episode about waiting for a table. There's an episode about not finding your fucking car in the parking garage when you're leaving the mall.
That's a good fucking
That
episode.
almost happened to me at VidCon.
That's a good fucking
yeah, and
episode,
it's,
by the way.
right, like seriously, like you really can just tune into that show. I mean, there's some stuff, but like
I forgot
The
where
fact that there's a 22-minute episode of a sitcom where they're literally standing next to an elevator in a car park
yeah.
is fucking genius.
Shut up, Wolf.
insane.
Yeah, shut up, Wolf. He
There's
says
an
The Office
episode-
is
Yeah.
overrated.
Woo!
They have an episode about who can hold off the longest from masturbating. It's just like you don't fucking need to watch the 20 episodes before.
Or the 20 after. Yeah.
No, you do need to watch. Well, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, no, again, at first I thought you were like, yeah, fuck that show. Like, wait a minute. All right, we can move on.
All right.
All right. Fuck you, Rick. I love you, Rick.
Next news is Cuphead.
Yay!
Shut up.
Damn, ballsy today.
Cuphead is a video game that's kind of like is inspired by the old 1920s,
20s, 30s, hand-drawn out.
Yeah. Netflix and King Features set to Toon series based. I'm reading the title.
Yeah, don't read the
Netflix
title.
and
They're
King
making
features
their-
set tune series based on popular video games.
So they're making a series.
Yes.
Netflix is making a series.
Tell us what has King Features done? Do we know? Scroll down.
King, I believe, is the name of the development company of.
I want to know.
Cuphead,
what
isn't it?
they've done.
Netflix.
Oh, maybe it is. The streamer is teaming. Okay, yeah, that's probably where it is.
So they're just teaming up with them in order to make
Yeah.
Cuphead.
Have you played
and-
Cuphead yet? You bought it.
I played it on the plane for like 5 minutes. And I'm like, this is too stressful to do on the plane, and so I haven't played it anymore yet.
I haven't bought it yet on Switch, but it's one of those games that, when it goes on sale, even if it's just $5 off, I'll buy it.
I bought it with full intention to play on
Oh,
the
of
plane.
course.
but-
I told you not to.
Yeah.
I said don't, because you're going to want to jump out of the fucking plane.
Yeah. It was fun, but it's definitely fun. It just wasn't what I wanted to do at that moment.
So, the character-driven comedy series follows the unique misadventures of the impulsive Cupheads and his...
Brother Mugman.
Yeah. It's going to be produced by Netflix Animation and is executive produced by Dave Wazin from the Mickey Mouse short. CJ
Those new
Kettler
ones?
will
Will serve as the executive producer for King Features with Cuphead creators Chad and Jared Moldenhauer. Wow, you fucker. Yeah, they made me lose my spot. Serving as EPs for Studio MDHR, Cosmo.
That's the company.
anyways,
MDHR.
Yeah.
Cosmo
is the company that makes
Sergerson
the
serves as co-executive producer.
So,
games.
I know you guys like the game, so that's
Well-
why I brought
well,
it.
I've never.
yeah,
I
I've
love
played
it, but I've never played it. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like, I've seen
I've-
enough.
you mean
I've
watch people
seen
play?
enough of it to where I
I've-
know that if I play this, I'm gonna love it.
Have you played it? No.
I played it for like 5 minutes and I do
Yeah.
love it. I just wasn't in. I wanted to set the record for Tetris on the plane and stuff.
Ooh, have you been playing this weekend?
No.
You need to.
Okay.
Splatoon. You get
You
a
have a
Splatoon
Switch?
theme if you get 100 points.
No shit.
my
I'm at
brother
60.
does.
I need to play some more.
All right.
Fuck.
Do it.
It ends tonight too. Shit. But yeah,
yeah, I've watched people play it and it looks really cool. I like the animation style. I like the way gameplay of it is.
Yeah.
Like, it just feels so old school and
I love the art
retro-y.
style for it, man. I fucking love the art style.
So-
And the other thing that's cool about this is, like, it's not going to be hand-drawn, but it's going to be hand-drawn in software. They're going to keep the aesthetic, and they're going to do their best to make sure that they're not just copy and pasting assets. They want everything to feel unique and individual in this show. So they are hand-drawing it, but in software, similar to the way the game was made, which is going to be really cool.
it says here. Oh,
Go ahead.
The Cuphead show marks as the first long-form animated series production for the King Features since announcing their strategy to build character franchise across multiple platforms, including television, digital video, licensing, and social media.
Okay.
So, Cuphead has sold more than over 4 million units worldwide and won nearly 24 major awards.
I bet most of that was on Switch.
Including the Special Achievement in Animation at the 2018 Annual Annie Awards. I didn't know Annie had her own awards.
Yeah.
Is that really what it says?
Yeah.
I just thought maybe you guys said anime.
Right there.
Oh, interesting.
You just thought maybe you don't know how to fucking read, Rick.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. I love the art style and the aesthetic, and the music for the video game is fucking amazing.
So King Features is this then, right?
Okay.
I'm assuming Popeye, Jungle Gym, I'm assuming King Features Syndicate is the same.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, so MDHR is the studio that makes the video games. Yeah. Very cool. So the guy you said is the executive producer on Mickey Mouse shorts?
That's what it said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those recent ones that we've talked about are really good. The art style looks a little too unfinished on those.
On what now?
The Mickey Mouse shorts.
Oh, okay.
Remember those I was showing you guys?
Uh-huh.
But those were really, really good. And the stories they were telling in those were really, really well done. So
First trailer is called Driven.
Oh, please tell me that's a sequel to Drive. That'd be so fucking funny.
wouldn't it be Driving?
I don't know. Well, it could be a...
Isn't Driven the one, the movie is about the F1 racer who fucking dies in the... I don't know.
No, that was
anyways.
Ferrari.
Driven.
Or something?
No. It's not based on a true story.
Oh.
I'll look it up
Okay.
later. This is not important.
This one is.
This is not important. Let's watch this trailer.
Yeah.
Is the mic on the right setting, by the way?
Yes.
Damn it.
That's a nice looking car.
Yeah, thanks.
Back in the day, the girls loved it. Turn it over.
How the hell did you do that?
I designed it.
You're John DeLorean, aren't you? Shakespeare writes a play, he at least gets to put his name on it.
Well, I might do that yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most successful auto executive in living memory, Mr. John DeLorean.
It is my great pleasure to present to you the DeLorean motor car.
It's like science fiction or something.
It's the future. I've hit a cash flow problem. I need to raise $30 million in the next 10 days. Can you help me, Jim?
One thing I've learned is that there is a deal to be made, always.
That husband of yours is quite the charmer.
Only until you get to know him. What is that?
Okay,
What is going on?
I work for the FBI,
You're in the FBI.
like a spy.
You're a spy.
They would classify me as an informant.
You work with us on this, we bring him in, you go free.
John DeLorean, 30 million, cocaine. Check. Hi, I was looking for John.
Who wants to know?
Check.
What's that?
Check. Please go check. Yeah, thank you.
You're moments away from being a very rich man.
You owe us. We don't owe you.
I will be remembered. My car will be remembered.
John is your friend.
Don't do this, John.
History is written by the victors.
John, what are you doing?
Drive the DeLorean and live the dream.
If you haven't signed up yet, what are you waiting for?
Special agent in charge. I like that. And I really like your suit. You look great. You're the best dressed guy here. You know that.
That looks fucking cool. Like, man, that looks cool.
Yeah, it looks
I'm
really
all in on that. So, Is there? I always ask this shit because I feel like you have to now when anything comes out like this. Is this just based on, like whatever court records and documents that we know about this whole thing, or is there like a book that was written about? Do you know? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
Because I figured it would have said something at the beginning of the trailer.
Because if there's a book that has this story in it already, I'll buy it and read it before this movie comes out because it's such an interesting story.
Yeah. Yeah, like the little that I know about the John DeLorean guy, or the guy who made the DeLorean, like I know he was wrapped up in like shady stuff.
Because he wanted to get his car made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure there's a book out there. I would think I would want to read that too. But as far as the trailer goes, like, I'm interested in it. I like Jason Sudeikis a lot. I think it's pretty good. I like the DeLorean, and I like the story.
Are you a car person, Ash? How do you feel about the DeLorean?
I don't know. Well, this movie, Driven, right?
Yeah.
That's what it's called. It's giving me like American Hustle vibes.
Yeah.
And I really dig it. Like, I think I would go watch it.
Yeah.
I changed my opinion within 0.2 seconds.
Nice. It's got, again, like just from the trailer alone, like they're framing it the exact way you want it framed.
Yeah.
Like you want to see what happened in this whole thing, and I'm really excited about it. It's an interesting story to begin with, like I said earlier. Like, this guy, legendary car designer, wants to create his own brand, needs to get the money to launch said brand, and his car that was illegally funded is one of the most sought after and important cars of its generation, not because of the story behind how it got made, but because of the things it changed about car design.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
He, like, reinvented it for that generation.
Yeah.
Of the 80s. I mean...
Bryce? I'm not seeing anything about it being based on a book.
Okay, cool.
So, but yeah. No, it does look interesting.
Thanks for looking that up, sir.
Yeah, no problem. That's what I do.
I like that, though, because I feel like there's no original content for movies anymore. It's always based off of a video game.
Or comics and all that shit.
So that's cool.
Like, this is a legit old school style biopic almost.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
I'm really fucking excited about this movie.
Yeah, that's why I brought it, because I had a feeling you would like it, because I know you like cars.
And I like love
the
Back to the Future.
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, totally in.
You've seen that documentary about Back to the Future, right, where they talk about how Ford offered them a shitload of money to use the Mustang?
About the what?
The Back to the Future documentary. Ford offered a shitload of money
to use the
Mustang. And Bob Zemeckis' response is, Doc Brown doesn't drive a fucking Mustang.
Damn, I didn't know you were friends with Robert Zemeckis. Call Bob.
Yeah, that's my dude. That's my dude.
Red 81 Slayer says no book, but earlier
James is trying to steal your job.
Another file came out framing John DeLorean with Alec Baldwin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Film.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Thank you, James.
Thanks, James.
Thanks, James. How's the wine coming along?
Wouldn't it be great if he only did like
great
sparkling whites instead of? Yeah,
I know, right? You should start a white wine company.
All right, we need to stop interrupting Rick. Let's get to the next trailer.
All right,
guys.
next trailer is Disney's Mulan.
Yes. I just gotta say, I was saying it before Bryson got here. Mulan is one of my favorite Disney movies because of the way they frame the lead character, which I'll get into after we watch the trailer.
All right.
Has anyone seen this trailer?
I've seen.
I watched it.
I started watching it and then I stopped because I was like,
it.
I want to react.
Yeah.
We have excellent news. The matchmaker has found you an auspicious match.
It is decided. Come and sit down. It is what is best for our family.
Yes, I will bring honor to us all.
Music is so good.
Quiet. composed, graceful, disciplined. These are the qualities we see in a good wife. These are the qualities we see in Mulan.
It is my duty to fight.
Alright, first of all, reflects Mushu.
No Mushu.
No
Li
Mushu?
Shang.
No Mushu? No ticket. Secondly...
You really want pork that bad?
Yeah. Have you seen Mulan?
Nope.
Eddie Murphy does the voice of Mushu.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what the fuck? Where's Eddie Murphy?
So this trailer is perfectly framed, man, because like all the qualities that the mom is describing are the qualities of a warrior. And like the way that this is one of my favorite Disney movies because it takes a female protagonist and instead of just being the typical, well, I don't want to marry who you want me to who you're telling me to marry. Like that's not what I'm gonna do. It was more about her, like, no, I'm not doing this right now because I have to fight in this war because that is my duty, not to marry some random guy. So it was always just. She was always a stronger female protagonist with a fucking purpose rather than just not doing what her parents told her to do.
Right.
And I fucking love that. And it's one of my favorite Disney cartoons. Eddie Murphy is amazing in it as Mushu. And you definitely see Donkey from Shrek and Donkey going back and watching Mulan after you've seen Shrek. It's like, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense now. Dude, I'm all fucking in on this movie. I was half joking about the Mushu thing, but I hope there's something in there like that. She needs to have some kind of spiritual guide, please.
Ash.
I'm glad. Well, okay.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna respond directly to Mike. I wasn't trying because I have nothing really to say. I'm glad that you're excited about it because I know we've kind of shit on. Hey, let's do
remakes.
Well, and let's do live action of all your
yeah.
animated movies. But all right. Cool.
Ash.
Thank you for giving me the floor.
The floor is yours.
Thank you. I'm excited because it doesn't seem like Mulan at all, but there's little nods. So like the music, I saw you doing a little little wiggle to it, which was nice. And I don't know if you guys caught this, but whenever they're putting the hair clip in her, it's the same exact one from the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So little nods towards it, but I am curious to know how she's gonna sneak her way into war because she didn't cut her hair like in the movie. Like she looks like a woman.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as that music starts playing, like I'm a sucker for good music, good composing music, and yeah, I want to see it. I liked the animated version too, of course, and I'm really excited for this. I think this was a very well cut trailer, and the actress looks like she's just gonna kick ass in this, and I'm super excited for this. Super excited for this.
Can James take the floor now?
Yeah, James made a good point.
Oh, yeah, go.
James said no Mushu is kind of the point. This film is
Yeah,
intended to be a more accurate version of the original legend of Hua Mulan. I don't know how you say that, sorry. From 386 AD, way before Mushu existed.
I know, James. You don't got to come over here with facts and ruin my hot take. Shit.
Thank you, Emily. I love Mushu, and it's dumb he's not in it.
Yeah. You're fired, James.
Super excited for this. Super excited for this. Even like the way it shot, the colors and everything for this.
Yeah, it's super pretty.
I can't wait for it. So yeah, that's Mulan.
I'm more open to these now after seeing Aladdin, because of the changes they made in Aladdin. I feel like are amazing changes they made, and actually service the story that they were trying to tell with the live action version of Aladdin versus just making the cartoon shot for shot. And like I haven't seen Lion King, but I've been hearing like that all that movie is just trying to remake without adding to.
Is that already out?
Next week.
Next week.
right? Next week?
For
Lion
Next
King?
week is in
this week.
In this week, yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
This Friday.
But yeah.
Cool.
Good shit, man. Mulan. That's my shit.
All right, next and last trailer.
I said you guys changed.
Next and last trailer is Madness and the Method.
With Jason Mewes?
With Jason Mewes.
Jason Mewes! Yes! That was a shitty high five.
So let's take a look at this exclusive from IGN, apparently.
You see, you were reading the character of Hank's dialogue.
Yeah, I know that.
Well, we kind of saw you more for Tommy. Hank's stoner buddy.
Tommy?
Jason Mewes! Oh. Dude, can I get a picture with you, bro?
Sure, yeah, sure, of course.
Jay and Silent Bob, it's been a while.
Dude, I can't believe you are still alive, bro.
What's the matter, little boy Blue?
It's nothing, it's...
Today was the audition, wasn't it? They just wanted you to be Jay, right?
Just want to be taken serious for once.
Jay and Silly Bill are over. Drop some method on it.
Method?
Read this book. I'm gonna text you the name of this book.
I talked to you online about the method acting book.
Hello. Once you read the book, you can't unread it.
Method!
Something's happened to Vinny.
You send any gangsters to kill that geezer. I don't even know any gangsters.
You have the right to remain silent!
The producer saw you getting arrested on TV this morning. Thinks you fit the role perfectly. Jason Mewes is back.
Read the book, dude, and it is taking my craft on a whole nother level.
No more snoogans for you. You think the studio is going to offer you the lead in an Oscar hopeful? Be careful, Jason.
What are you not telling us, Mr. Mewes?
Call the studio, Jay, but they're going in a different direction.
You're trying to sabotage my career.
You want to die, Lucas boy?
Whoa! Jason is more my friend than he is yours.
They're desperate.
Bullet, pierce me, Jason.
Harley Quinn Smith. Oh, as I live and breathe. You're like my best friend in the world, but you are not a leading man.
Jason Mewes? That smoochy guy? Boy, have we heard he's a knucklehead.
I nail it. My career surpasses yours.
One more son. That better not be trouble in paradise.
Yay! Oh, why did you do that?
It's just a misunderstanding!
Shit. What did he say?
It's just a misunderstanding.
Oh.
Cool. I see Rick saved the best trailer for last, in my opinion.
Other than some sound design missing from that trailer towards the end there, that looks really, really cool.
Yeah.
I like Jason Mewes, man. I'm so glad he's doing so well now.
I had no idea that was even like a thing.
Yeah, this just came out like a few days ago.
But I mean, I didn't even know that was being like made.
Me neither. I felt like this was kind of like a sleeper thing that just kind of showed up.
I feel like this is his JCVD.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be myself, but I'm gonna not be myself, you know?
What was the release date? Was there one?
I didn't see
Check the description.
It's this year. Doesn't say when.
Check it out. No description. I'm just kidding.
Little description.
See, so unhelpful. James
came out
says
on my
that was
birthday.
badass.
Yeah, that looks really cool, man. Again, I'm just so glad he's doing so well.
Are you a fan of Jason Mewes or Kevin Smith, or are you
No.
familiar?
Kevin Smith's alright.
I mean, she wasn't even born when those movies came out, right?
Well, fun fact, my mom never really let me watch movies. Hi, Mom. She's watching with my brother, but
Rick's mom either.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of them I don't know.
Horror 80s movies I've never seen.
Well, yeah, but my mom would take me to go see, like, Stephen King. She took me to go see 1408.
Oh, my God.
But she wouldn't let me see random stuff, so.
That's funny.
Yeah.
According to the very reliable source, and I'm sorry, that's very unfortunate, actually. But yeah. According to the very reliable... I totally heard she didn't get to watch movies. I was listening. See, this is how I get pinned as being the asshole. According to the very reliable source, Wikipedia, it's supposed to come out on August 2nd with a day and date platform release in theaters and digital.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Cinedigm has acquired the North
A new
American
paradigm
rights. Don't tell me that's just a company. Okay.
I like Brian O'Halloran being in it and Kevin Smith and I love seeing those guys. You know what I mean? Yeah, Danny Trejo. I don't know. I miss seeing all those guys together. You know?
They're just like a feel.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a feel.
It's like the Broken Lizard guys. If you see them
Yeah,
separate from each other, it's like, yeah, this would probably be good, but like, not as good if it was all of them. You know?
Yeah, I'm excited for this. I I think the whole him being a method actor is hilarious because he's really just plays himself most of the time.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see him play something.
You're curious to see him act and not be Jay?
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's the whole point, Rick.
Yes, exactly. I mean, he's playing himself, which is pretty funny in itself. So.
Very cool. I'm in on that, man. That looks cool.
You interested?
Maybe.
Wow.
Well, she's not as familiar.
Yeah, you're not as
familiar. It's all good. Reese Witherspoon is the worst. So.
Stop.
Anyway.
So yeah, that's it for trailers. I know it's hot. I want to get through this really quick. I saw the movie yesterday.
Which one?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
That was so bad.
Dad jokes for days over here, guys.
So it's directed by Danny Boyle. 28 Days Later, Slumdog Millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
And that one with James Franco about getting his arm stuck in the boulder.
127 hours?
Yes. 28 hours. 27 hours?
It's something
like that. Anyways, him. He made this. It's about this failing musician who ends up, a blackout happens. He's riding his bike. He gets hit by a bus. He's in a coma. He wakes up, and he's apparently the only one who knows who the Beatles are. So he takes the music
before you go too deep.
Okay.
I've had the movie. I guess you could say or some of the story spoiled for me willingly. By the way, I was like, tell me about it because I need to know if I need to go see this. So, I guess tread lightly on the spoilers.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna spoil.
Okay. All right. I know you weren't. I just wanted to make sure we throw that out there.
You guys seen the trailer? Were you guys interested
Yes,
in this
I
movie?
really want to see this fucking movie.
Yeah, me too.
Bryce?
Yeah, I'd seen the trailer and I thought it seemed interesting. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so I went into this kind of like. I was really excited when I saw the trailer, but then like the more I thought about it, I'm like, okay, they're just trying to make money off the Beatles. You know, like he's just kind of like riding the coattails, I almost felt like. But after watching the movie, watching what he did to it, the writers of this did a really good job because I thought he wrote this too, but apparently I guess he did. Let me double check because it says there's one more credit. No, he did not. Okay, but yeah, like so after watching the entire movie, I liked it a lot. It was enjoyable. The lead actor in this is wonderful, very charismatic, and relatable for most struggling musicians. I'm not a struggling musician, but
we know plenty.
Yes.
Or have known plenty.
Yeah. So it was cool to see this. His manager apparently is his lifelong friend from like elementary school, who's always been trying to push him to do music.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, all of his friends thinks straight up tell him his songs are terrible, which is kind of fucked up for having friends. But that tell
but
you
if
that
you're friends,
everything
you need to have friends that are honest with you, though.
Yeah, but not when come on, like they tell him like all of his songs suck. Like that's pretty hard.
Yeah, that's funny.
Maybe it's the truth.
So like watching him through his journey on like writing these songs, like all right, he goes on Google and starts trying to find like the Beatles, who if they're in the in Google, and all he keeps getting are the bug
Auto-corrected to spelling for the bug.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's this whole montage where he starts walking around his room, writing down every song of the Beatles he can think of, and like putting up pin boards and everything with albums and which songs he can remember. So he ends up making his own EP with a few of the Beatles songs, and going out on tour, but nobody's listening to him until, of course, finally he gets heard, and then slowly starts becoming a thing. And Ed Sheeran is in this.
Oh, cool!
Love him.
Yeah, he was in the trailer, so it's not really a spoiler at all. But like he kind of ends up finding his music and becoming his fan. And there's a really funny part where he's like up in his room, like trying to get all the music out, and then his mom's yelling at him to come downstairs. Ed Sheeran's at the door, and like, is that my friend again making fun of me and blah blah blah? Because Ed Sheeran actually called him on the phone, but didn't believe it was him.
Oh.
And sure enough, he goes downstairs and there's Ed Sheeran, and he gets all starstruck.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's a whole scene right there that's really funny with his dad too. But yeah, like it goes on, and he's slowly starts getting bigger and bigger, and then Kristen. No, not Kristen. She's on SNL. She's really big right now. She plays Clinton on SNL. Hillary Clinton.
I don't watch SNL.
Is it Kristen Wiig?
Kristen Wiig? Probably Kristen Wiig.
No, it's not Kristen Wiig.
Well, the cast is right there.
Oh, is it? Oh,
well, you're looking at it, Rick.
Where is she? Where is she?
Her name is not Kristen. Kate McKinnon.
Kate McKinnon. There you go. Yeah, she plays like.
I didn't watch either, but I knew the name.
Kate McKinnon. She plays like LA manager.
Okay.
I know she's supposed to be like the terrible person in this, but I feel like she was just awful in this movie because all she's doing is it seems like she's just playing a character from SNL, and it's hard to distinguish her SNL, at least in this movie, like the way she acts.
Yeah.
In this, like she does act like a douchey producer, music producer, but in this, like it's over the top SNL, like Broadway, like not Broadway, like theater style, over the top.
Yeah, Broadway style.
Okay.
You're right.
Yeah, Broadway style, I guess. I didn't want to put Broadway and SNL together, so. But yeah, like I didn't like her throughout the entire movie at all. I'm honest. I didn't like her.
But the movie's good.
Okay. The movie's good. She plays the part, but I feel like she's playing it the wrong way.
Okay.
But who am I? Overall, the movie's great. I love his take on the Beatles songs. I thought he did a really good job.
That's the thing I'm excited about because I'm not a huge Beatles fan. Like, I totally respect their contribution to music and songwriting and pop music. But I'm not a huge Beatles fan, but I love when people do Beatles covers.
Yeah.
So did you watch Across the Universe?
Yes, I like it a lot.
Yes,
It's
one of my
fucking
favorite
amazing.
movies,
Yeah.
yes.
So yeah, the covers in these are really good.
Cool.
Yeah, there's one cover. Which one was it? But they basically like punk rocked it, and it was strangely good, but also strangely bad.
I bet it's amazing, and
it was like a. It was I don't know. It rode the fence. It rode the line. You know?
Okay, yeah.
It was going down the middle lane. They didn't know which lane to stay in. But the ending was nice. Like I said, I'm not spoiling it, but I'm just saying the ending was sweet.
Okay.
And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think you definitely will like it if you really like the trailer. So
very cool.
And especially if you like the Beatles too.
Love the Beatles.
Yeah. And there's like this whole thing where like, he's trying to remember the lyrics, and wants to get them right because they're poetry to him.
Right.
And like there's these parts where it's like, I need to go to like Abbey Lane or I need to go or Abbey Road, sorry. And like I need to go to Liverpool or something like that, for inspiration.
Yeah.
And so he starts going to all these different places.
Okay.
And like people start seeing him there and giving him like weird looks. So there's kind of like this other thing going on.
Yeah.
Besides like the whole main story.
You all right? Because you realize what he did, right?
Yeah.
He combined
Abbey Road and Penny Lane.
Yeah. Yes, I did. I know what I did. But yeah, the movie was a lot of fun. I like it a lot. I would see it again.
We've talked about it on here before. I love music. Music is an art form that really speaks to me.
Right.
And there's so many good music-based movies coming out, whether it's the straight-up biopics or something like this, or the one I'm really, really excited for, Blinded by the Light.
Yes.
Have you seen the trailer for that? Oh my god, it looks so fucking cool. It's about a guy who's obsessed with Bruce Springsteen, but he lives in India, and so he wants to come to New Jersey, the home of the boss, to get inspiration.
Regular?
Oh, that sounds so cool.
Yeah, it seems really, really fucking cool, and like, I haven't got to see Rocket Man yet, but I really need to see that.
So good.
Why? I feel like that movie. Why is it not getting much hype? Like I feel like Bohemian Rhapsody, like everyone was hyped about, and I feel like Rocket Man came and went. And
Yeah,
like,
I feel the same way.
Dare I say I think Rocket Man was better?
Yeah?
And I'm a big fan of both.
Yeah, exactly. So I really want to see it. And the fact that he's doing all the singing, like, it's already...
Yeah.
To me, I'm sorry, but that already makes it a better movie.
Yeah.
Well, have you guys seen the movie Sing? It's an animated...
No.
No, I know.
Okay,
what it is, though.
well, Sharon Egerton, is that his name? He plays the singing gorilla, and in the end, sorry, spoilers, whatever, he sings I'm Still Standing by Elton John.
Oh, okay.
So, and he kills it. It's amazing. So you're expecting that to happen because you know it's going to be in the movie.
Right. It's gotta be.
It's one of the greatest hits of all time. Anyways, but he totally switches it around on you, and it's so beautiful and amazing and meaningful. So I suggest it to everyone.
I need to see it.
Yes.
Because I really love Bohemian Rhapsody. And yeah, I love Elton John, so I'm really excited to see it. And yeah, I'm just so glad there's so many good music-based movies out right now, you know?
I think the concept of this movie is interesting regardless if it had anything to do with the Beatles or the content. Because in some ways, maybe it's like a stretch, but it's almost like a Back to the Future spin-off. It'd be like making a movie about Biff and the Almanac, like a whole movie.
Well, I mean...
You know what I mean?
He does it in Back to the Future.
No, I know.
Yeah,
but I understand, but
yeah.
it'd be like taking that and having that be a movie all in and of its own. Like, I think the concept of somebody, like, knowing something that the rest of the world doesn't.
Yeah.
Especially when it isn't necessarily... I mean, I get he's going to make a lot of money off these songs, essentially, but when it isn't so much like, I'm going to bet all my money on this because I know who wins the game, I think it's kind of cool to introduce people to, like, a bunch of music that they don't know about.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my review. Go see it. Anyone who loves music and the Beatles will love it.
It's your brother, Marvin Berry!
Since you've watched Rocket Man, why don't you give us a little review?
Oh my god, my review.
Go for it.
Yeah, because I'm interested. Like, we're all interested in that movie, and we haven't seen it yet.
So it's very much about Elton John's like childhood traumas, which I didn't know going into it, and so it was very relatable in the sense that he's super human. Like, it's not just like this, you know, rock star, amazing, superior person. It's like a real story they're telling from. So he has different actors along the way. There's one child actor that like kills it. He sings songs too, and they talk about like mental health and depression. He goes to these meetings, you know, like I mean, I'm trying not to spoil everything. Yeah, but
I mean, but it's based on Elton John, so it's...
but there were a lot of things that I didn't know. I'm a big fan, and there was stuff that I did not know about his life that was in there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was very good.
So I think it's hilarious that the trailer for this, for Rocket Man, made it seem like a moment in time, and the trailer for Bohemian Rhapsody made it seem like it was going to be the Freddie Mercury biopic, when it is not. Bohemian Rhapsody is a period of time about the band,
right?
And Rocket Man is the Elton John biopic. I feel like the trailers should have been reversed on it, you know?
Can I just say Elton John probably has one of like the manliest voices ever. I mean, when that dude say, like, seriously, like just his singing voice is just insane.
Yeah,
I mean, it's beautiful too, but it's just like it's got like a deepness to it too. And then obviously he goes high also, but like it's fucking
even when he does like the falsetto stuff and the higher notes, like there's a raw passion and like conviction behind everything he does.
He's done like different styles. I mean, if your panties aren't dropping listening to Elton John, then I don't. No.
Yeah,
agreed.
You're not alive. I'm so glad it's good because I really want to see that movie.
Did you guys know that Elton John actually gave the actor one of his diamond earrings to wear on set?
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
That's
I saw him
awesome.
on Instagram. So
that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Really cool.
That's already out of theaters, I think.
You might be able to find it like a dollar
small,
theater, or cheap theaters, or whatever. Huh, it's so weird that it came and went like that because he's literally a fucking icon.
Yeah, that's what was I in Japan when Bohemian Rhapsody came out?
Yeah,
no.
Because the movie, I'm confused because Bohemian Rhapsody was out in Japan when I was in Japan.
You were in Japan when Rocket Man came out.
When Rocket Man came out.
Okay, so then I was out of the country. So am I?
But
off base?
no, you're not. It fucking came and went, and it should be something that's talked about more.
Even the build up to it, like I don't even think I was aware of that movie until it was like almost going to be out.
Same here.
Oh no, I knew about it for a long time.
Yeah, that's cool.
I believe that's all I got for entertainment. So we can jump
movies.
For movies. Yeah. So we can jump into video games.
Let's get into work now. Video games.
So real quick, I want to talk about Mario Maker, the story mode. You've been playing a lot of it, also. You said.
Yeah. I beat it last night.
Oh, did you finish it? You got credits rolled?
Yeah,
awesome. Get over it. The worst level ever, right?
I might have hated the other one you talked about more.
Rising Lava? Or Lava Rising?
Yes.
And then Impassable Castle.
Although, no, Impassable Castle...
Stupid.
It was
Fucking
fine.
stupid.
It was fine, but...
Yeah.
Get over it. Actually...
Fuck that level.
Fuck that level for sure. I might have felt the most frustration during that level, but once I was starting to get it down, I thought it was fun.
Yes. Okay, so that's what I want to talk about with this story mode. Like, and Mario Maker 2 in general. I've never...
Oh, that's not...
We're not talking about
I
that.
know. Sorry.
I don't know. It's weird that I've never been so simultaneously frustrated with a game as well as like laughing with fucking giddy excitement when you figure something out. And I feel like that is something that is like strictly, that is Nintendo's bag. That is their shit. And when you can give people the tools to make levels that make me feel the same way, you're doing something right, man.
Yeah.
Because I've played so many levels in the course world where I feel the same thing. Where I'm like, man, fuck this pinpoint accurate platforming. But at the same time, I have the hugest smile on my face because I feel like I figured it out.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do. And you're giving people who are not level designers the tools to do it, but they're also people who have been playing Mario games for 35 fucking years. Yeah. And it just translates. It's like one of those things where, like, I think Mario Brothers is the only game where a Maker style game could translate to. Everybody's like, oh, it'd be cool to get a Mega Man game like this. Like, no, it wouldn't. Because nobody'd be able to make levels as good as Capcom did for Mega Man, especially the early games.
I think the only other one, and I think it's Jared Petty who always screams that he wants it or someone, is I think a Zelda, like specifically
Dungeon Creator. Yes, that would be cool.
Amazing.
But yeah, man, the story mode is so good, and like they do a great job of mixing up difficulty and levels to where it's not like the easiest levels are early and the hardest levels are at the end.
Yeah,
like.
It was getting late and I just wanted to roll credits and I was like, that's a 4-star level. Fuck that level right now. I'm going to a 2-star level. Because I was so close. I'm like, I don't want to come in tomorrow and be at fucking 98%. Like, I'm just going to beat it. And obviously, there's still a shit ton of levels. Like, I think I did it. I think I got to level like 66 or 67 and I was done.
Yeah. But I find that it's so crazy to feel that because, like, you feel that moment of the aha moment that I love in video games because there's some games that just you don't ever get that. It's literally you're on rails, you're playing through a story, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all, but you never feel like you're actively contributing to the telling of the story. And in a game like Super Mario Brothers, where there's really no story, you feel like you're contributing to the level, even though all you're doing is jumping from thing to thing that have already been predetermined and placed for you.
Right.
But you feel like your experience is contributing to the enjoyment of the video game. And it happens like that in the course world when you find somebody who makes levels that really jive with you and you feel that. And it's like, man, this is really hard, but I can't stop playing it. I just can't stop playing this level. Dan Reichert's new levels that are completely doable and passable. He still put shit in there that are super hard. There's one that's a desert level that's got a bunch of thwomps in it, and it's so frustrating. But man, does it feel good when you beat it.
Yeah, those are the best kind of levels.
Yeah, and that's all over the place in the story mode. Nintendo knows how to do that better than anybody. Even the 1-star levels, the easiest ones, you still feel
levels. Yeah.
You still feel a sense of accomplishment when you get to the end.
Oh, definitely.
And it's super hard to get that in any kind of video game.
And so, like, yeah, I mean, I beat the game. Like, I didn't beat the game. Like, I rolled credit. I wanted to complete story mode just cause. Like, I'm like, well, this is here. I want to do it to say that I did it. I honestly, outside of your level and Rick's levels, well, your levels and Rick's levels, and then I played that suplex, that wrestling theme.
How fun was that, dude?
That was fucking cool. I was explaining to Annie, I'm like, yeah, there's this wrestling level. Like, how's there a wrestling? I'm like, I'll just have to show it to you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And I haven't shown it to her yet. I need to do that. But I really just focused on the story mode because I was like, let me get this out. Let me just get that out of the way. And now I feel like I'm really going to sink my teeth into the game because I'm going to play other people's levels. And, you know, I'll probably, you know, make some levels too, obviously. But the thing that I like about Mario Maker in general, dating back to the first one too, and it's what made me so interested in the whole Kleppic Reichert thing, because like that was like the first example of me really kind of seeing it. I think it's cool how you have so many options with this game that you've legit been able to turn Mario into also a puzzle solving game.
Yeah.
Like that there's levels that are strictly puzzle solving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking think that that's awesome. Like I would sit here and when I like I said, when I first found this war that was going on between them, I'm watching Klepik play and I'm just like, this is crazy. Like I'm watching him like go back and go forward and try to go up here and try to go down. Like I never thought you could take this platforming Mario game and turn it into fucking like a puzzle.
Have you played the Metroid one yet?
No.
Dude, so fucking cool.
But I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like it opens up this one of the most fucking beloved and well-known franchises in video games, and I don't want to say turns it on its head, but like all of a sudden adds some other spices to the stew, I guess.
Yeah, you totally get people that will take small things that Nintendo have done and elaborate on it. Like the second level I made, I've only made 2, but the second one I made is castle level.
Mm-hmm. Rick, you haven't played that one yet?
No, so I'm not gonna.
No. Okay.
But there's a thing in that level that is a very Nintendo thing that you come into contact with, like. It's the first time you play a castle level in Mario Brothers 3.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I want to do something like that. And so I did that. And then I tag it as puzzle solving because it is. And then I threw extra stuff in there to throw people off. And my son asked me, how come you made the time limit so short? And I said, because you can beat it in that time. And I'm going to give this to Rick here.
Okay.
The first level I created was it's 5 jumps. It's 5 jumps, but you got to collect all 25 coins.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Do I still have the record?
Yeah, you got it back. Yeah, nobody's beaten it again yet. I don't know how you. I can't.
I don't understand how you can do it that fast.
Yeah. So I left the time as default because I wanted people to think.
I do.
Holy shit! Am I gonna have to make these jumps for an extended period of time? But it's really only 5 jumps.
Yeah.
And so the reason I made the time so short on my second level, 1, because it's completely doable in literally half that time, and 2, I want people to go, oh my god, I gotta fucking move it. But there is like 2 specific parts in that level where if you don't stop and slow down, you're fucked. And, But I want people to hear that,
Right,
and be
exactly.
like, oh god, I better get fucking moving, and then boop, lava. Like that's what I want.
Once you hear that, it's like. Once you hear that music, like everything, like oh my god, you gotta
What's
get some.
funny about it too is when it happens in like in a regular Mario game, you still have like 100 seconds left.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I still have
Right, you still have a
time.
lot of time left, but it feels
But
like
you freak the fuck out. Yeah.
It feels like you got 3 seconds left.
Right, and again, any level in Super Mario Brothers 1 can be beaten in under 100 seconds, literally under 100 seconds. But they give you a lot of time to experiment and play around and. Like, yeah, so I want, when I make levels, I want to play with people's sensibilities of what levels are. And I want to use things like the timer and wind conditions and jumps and running and jumping and momentum and stopping of momentum. That's the stuff I want to do. And I talked about it with you guys beforehand. It's like, even if I get this game, I don't think I'll make any levels because you guys know how stupid and crazy I get about user-generated content where I go overboard and I spend hundreds of hours creating things and I just don't want to fucking do that. Then after playing through the story mode, I realized, I don't have to spend a week creating this super elaborate level. I can spend a half hour and create a level that's fun and challenging and easy at the same time.
And you can do it the other way too if you want.
Yeah, and you totally can.
Yeah, most of the levels I've made are like I've done in under 30 minutes. It doesn't take me long, but like I try to make them fun. I'm more on the short and fun aspect rather than like this.
I gotta say, your
bullshit
Goomba
game.
Tower is horseshit, though.
The Goomba Tower is awesome.
It's fucking horseshit.
I feel like I'm gonna be a dick.
Okay.
With my levels.
Oh yeah.
I
I thought you were gonna say something about our levels. Like, what's new, bro?
I know. You guys all just looked at me like, no surprise.
Even Ash was like, and what's new?
Yeah. Not, but
not like not hidden block dig, but like puzzle solving. Like
because you're speaking to me with the puzzle solving stuff, and I was just trying to be funny right there. Like I'll make a level completely accessible, but I might want to try my hand in like a Dan Reichert-esque sort of pain in the ass fucking level.
Well, fucking-
I've already made you 2. I'm still waiting for you to make.
I know. And
Patrick Klepek's level is fucking stupid. Like,
yeah, I haven't played it.
Oh,
yet.
don't. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I'd rather play Dan Reichert's levels 100 times.
I know.
Even though I can't beat them.
Yeah.
Than play Klepek's.
I know you aren't his biggest fan, but someone that I've actually like just randomly because he was playing and I like seem to really enjoy watching people play, but I've been watching Andy Cortez play this game. He streams a lot. He's been playing it, and he's been really fun to watch play. And I guess he has a level 2 that I really want to try out. Okay. But he's been like his reactions are so funny because he starts screaming like a girl, but in a legit way. Like he does it so often that you can tell he's not just trying to be fucking funny.
He feels over the top when he does shit like that. But I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, he's just I don't know, man. Like I saw a different side of him on there because I saw him being more like himself.
Good, because the thing he puts out on Kind of Funny is, yeah, man, video games, whatever.
Yeah, it's not.
And it's obnoxious.
Yeah, it's not at all. Like, he's been really fun to watch play. Like, I've actually been enjoying him more than Patrick this time around.
Yeah,
Patrick, I don't think, has done it at all this week.
I've been watching nothing but Andy play.
Really?
You've been watching it too? Yeah, like, it's something just really fucking entertaining about watching him play. And he plays for hours, like 5 hours
He plays
at a
for
clip.
a long ass time.
Yeah.
So, I'm an idiot, and I should have gone to bed super early Friday night because the opening ceremonies and baseball day yesterday.
Yeah.
I was up until 5:45 in the morning.
How are you awake?
Just playing levels.
Were you? I didn't see you.
Yeah, I was.
When I was playing, you weren't online? Yeah, you weren't online.
I was up playing levels, man.
You must have went on after me. I got off at like 3:15.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Then, yesterday, I fucking was able to get by yesterday on 3 hours of sleep, which is okay. But they weren't 3 continuous hours. It was an hour and a half before all the baseball shit, and like an hour and a half later in the day. But I didn't do that last night. It was like 3 o'clock. But I went to bed at a reasonable time to get up today and have the energy I have right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Mario Maker is just one of those games that's like super addicting, and I totally get it now. Like before, I only played.
I wanted to be a smartass so many times in Boston. Like, I'll just wait for the Mike was wrong segment, but I don't want to say before you got the game. I'm just like, just fucking get the game. Mike.
So when the first game came out, like I played it sparingly. I played a little bit at your place, and that was it. But I kept hearing like everybody, Dan Reichert and Jeff Gerstmann talking about it's the greatest, and I watched them play, and it was super fun watching them create levels and play levels and stuff like that. But it just didn't seem like, especially that first game, anything that I would want to engage with. But playing this game now and actually starting to try and create levels, I get it. Again, I didn't play 1 for very much time, so I still disagree with their Mario Maker as Game of the Year for Giant Bomb that came out.
Yeah.
But I totally see it. I totally get it now. And especially with the Nintendo levels and the fact that they created 100 levels, which is more than you would get in a regular Mario game. So I just man, like they went out of their way to make it a more accessible package. And you see creators like Dan Reichert and the one that Patrick plays all the time, Stank, who make these levels that are just like, fuck you with this, like spin jump through this whole level, kiss my ass. But then you come across really cool levels that I think they're not overdone anymore, but I know they were in the first game. But like the ones like just hold right and run, and you're gonna get something cool. Those are super novel, especially when they're done really, really well.
And someone took the time to place the music blocks a certain way to play a song.
Exactly.
It's crazy, man.
Those are my favorite. When you just run and the music plays like a song. Like, I love playing those.
The ones around the fucking go-kart in this game
oh my God,
are
that's
so
fucking
awesome.
Cool.
It's so good.
I think it's awesome that Mario Maker 2 has taken elements from other Mario games that weren't in the game. Like, it's so weird to me to fuck with doors and stuff in Mario 1 and stuff. Like, it's like, what the hell?
And if you do a desert level in Mario 1, they make great music that feels like, this
Some
this
of the music
there.
in the game is so fucking good.
Best music by far.
I think Reichert's what was it? I think it's the level that Patrick beat.
Yeah.
The music in that level is so fucking good.
Yeah, it's so good, man.
That's what's cool about the game. It's literally endless content.
Yeah.
It's endless content. So.
It's the thing that we loved about Mod Nation Racers.
Yeah.
And we spent, well over 100 hours
trying to connect with each other first, get in the same level or thing. But
But once they got all that shit under control, like we spent a lot of time playing Mod Nation Racers, and like I still have people on my PlayStation friends list that we met playing Mod Nation Racers.
Yeah.
When a developer can get that user generated content right to where it's easy, so anyone can do it, but deep enough to where if you really, really want to make a hard level or a super complex level, you can. The on-off switches for blocks now, that's a fucking game changer, man.
Yeah.
There's a level I played that is literally you have to run and hit those blocks, and it's a rhythm game. If you listen to the music that's being played, you have to hit those on-off switches in time with the music. And you know how I feel about rhythm games.
Right.
And I love them. It's my jam. It's my favorite type of video game. I beat that level first try, and I was like, oh, but I don't have the world record. How can you get the world record on this when you really need to be in time with the beat?
Yeah.
Then I discovered, if you're on the downbeat instead of the upbeat, you can get through it a little bit faster. And then it's fucking insane that somebody that created that level created it specifically that way. It's insane, man.
I don't know how some people do it. That's when I realized there are people that are way more talented than I am.
Yeah.
Of course, everyone's always better than anybody.
Yeah.
But, it's just insane.
I've yet to be able to beat one of Stank's levels because they're just too hard.
I just honestly
in the traditional Mario sense, they're hard. Yeah.
I haven't done. I'm excited now because now I feel like now I can play the game.
Right.
There was just something I'm like I need to beat the story mode.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do that. And I guess, like I said, I haven't really beat it because there's still levels there.
And after you beat the story mode and finish the castle,
yeah,
there's still new side jobs that pop up.
No, right.
Yeah.
I noticed that. So there's still so much to play.
Yeah. So many to choose from.
All right.
Have you played Mario Maker?
Mm-mm.
No? Oh, okay.
You should.
Yeah.
Do you have a Switch?
Yeah, my brothers, I just steal it.
Well, do I have some news for you, Ash?
Wow.
So, the Switch Lite.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's beautiful.
I think it's going to print money.
Yeah, it is, right?
I mean, people are like, oh, well, it doesn't switch. I'm like, well, okay.
Who cares?
Yeah, they're not going to, don't call it something different.
Right.
It's the fucking
It's
really
Switch.
well-known brand right now. It's a Switch.
Yeah.
It doesn't switch. It's cool. People are excited that they got a legit D-pad in it.
Yeah.
And it's $200. Like, it's going to fucking print money.
So, in the same way that's going to print money, it will in the same way that I think that if they would have done what I said and be like, I would have gladly given them an extra $100 so I could play everything.
Oh, I hear
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a Vita. It's a PlayStation Vita now. And you guys know how I felt about that fucking console.
Yeah.
And the PSP and and to a lesser extent, like going back to Game Boy Advance and the SP and even the DS and that line of consoles. Like I love being able to game on the go. I feel like I can do that just fine with the Switch the way it is.
Yeah, same.
I
like this isn't for me.
No, not for me at all. But I really feel like they could have made a Switch Lite, and I understand they wanted to make it smaller and a little bit more portable, but you could have used the same form factor of the Switch, and you could have shrunk that down still a little bit.
Yeah.
And gotten rid of all the bezel around the screen, and you could still have the same size or bigger screen that's on the Switch currently if you just minimize that half-inch bezel.
You have to wonder, like, I wonder if there's a reason why they're still having.
I like that there's different colors.
There's got to be a reason.
I think it's because of the type of screen they're using.
Yeah, maybe.
It's not a glass screen.
Yeah.
It's plastic. It needs more to bite onto the plastic with, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of make it a little bit more childproof-ish.
Well, I mean, the Switch screen on the screen on the Switch isn't glass either.
Oh, is it?
No, it's plastic.
I thought it was.
But yeah, I really wish that they would have kept this a similar form factor and made it just a little bit smaller to keep the screen size. Because for me, like the Vita had a 5.2 inch screen, so it's literally almost the same size as this one. This is a 5.5 inch screen, which is fine, especially for the type of games that you're gonna want to play. It not being able to connect to a dock,
Like
whatever.
that teal one.
Yeah, it's really nice. Huh?
Yeah.
You know what I'm excited about?
What?
Going onto colorware.com and being able to get a purple one from them, you know,
It's like
6
a
months later.
seafoam.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the design.
You know more colors are going to come too from them. At some point.
Easily, I'm sure.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm going to take, as much as I don't like taking the Tim Geddes side of this, I'm going to take the Tim Geddes side. They could have fucking, even at the high price point of Joy-Cons, they could have literally printed money by just making hundreds of colors of those things.
Yeah.
But they didn't. And I'm sure they'll have
I'm sure
more
they'll
colors.
have more. How do you not have red?
Because
people like red.
Because then when the Mario Odyssey sequel comes out, you can sell a Mario one, Rick. Come on.
Rick, have you seen the Pokemon one?
I didn't know there was a Pokemon.
You haven't seen it?
No,
I
put
think
the link in the notes.
It comes up in here, I think.
I don't remember if it does.
It's gray, and on the left it's got blue buttons, and on the right it's got red, so it's Sword and Shield. And then on the back it's got designs. Yeah, Rick might get a Switch Lite. You can't though.
I can't though. I like the Pro
Yeah,
Switch
that's not
thing. I know.
They need a Pro Switch.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you mean. You like the standard Switch. Yeah, I think that this was inevitable for them to do. They do it every time they have a handheld, and despite what they want to tell you about this being a home console,
I mean, I don't.
It's
think
a fucking.
It's a home console.
But I don't disagree that it's a home console.
I should have put it in the notes.
But it's.
I'll just show it to you.
It's a fucking. It's a portable console.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
Oh
a portable
my God,
console, but
yeah.
it's like, you know, this is still like this is
Oh,
their
yeah.
successor.
Uh-huh,
This is
yeah.
their console. I'm only getting like. Not combative, but I hate when people say like, "Oh, it's their hand." It's like, no, it's not their handle. This is their fucking console.
God damn it! I want that.
You don't need it though.
I don't, but I want it.
I'm not surprised because they need to make some money before Pokemon comes out, but I'm kind of surprised it wasn't just like launched with Pokemon. You know what I mean? The fact that this is coming out in September is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's quick.
And having a real D-pad, I think, is cool. And making everything smaller and getting rid of the stuff that I feel is not necessarily unnecessary, but it is stuff that you don't necessarily need. Like, I hate it. The only people that do HD Rumble well is 1-2 Switch.
Yeah.
I hate the Rumble in literally every other fucking game I played on the Switch. I can't stand it.
You don't like it?
No. It's
Why?
because it's
It's
either
just Rumble.
Because it's either all the way on or it's
Really
not.
light.
It shouldn't even be there. I think Zelda did a pretty decent job of it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like I don't think Rumble is necessary in controllers anymore. I've never been a huge fan of it.
Yeah, I don't know that it's.
I like Rumbles.
It
I'm a
doesn't-
fan of like the PlayStation Rumble and like the Nintendo Rumble pack for the N64.
And the it not being not being able to take the Joy-Cons off, getting rid of the IR sensor is completely do that. You need to do that because then it's an extra cost for no reason.
Yeah.
I really do think that this thing, like you said, is gonna fucking print money.
Oh yeah.
I
They
mean,
can take mine.
They already are. So.
Yeah, I like that teal one.
Yeah, it's
a
really
lot.
nice.
No, I like the gray one because it
The gray
reminds
one?
me of the purple Game Boy Advance.
If you do a fucking atomic purple Switch
Oh,
Lite,
I'm sold on that.
I'll buy one. I'll fucking buy one. That see-through purple.
Yeah.
Yo, come on, Nintendo. Why wasn't that? That would
Purple switch, black buttons.
Yeah. No, or gray buttons. Either one.
gray buttons.
I know. I just know
Either
purple
one.
and black,
Yeah.
though.
Just give me that atomic purple, like the N64 controller I have, and you got my $200, even though I already have a Switch.
Well, and I don't know about you guys, but whenever you play the Switch without taking out the little controllers, does it sit awkward in your hands? Because like I really have to stretch my thumbs and it hurts after a while. So
It's
my
awkward
style.
in my hands for the opposite reason. My hand, I feel like those controllers are way too fucking small.
Oh, okay.
And there's no, sometimes I feel like there's nothing to grab onto to get a
Like-
good grip on it.
Yeah.
After a while, I feel like I'm stretching.
Yeah. So I end up having to do this if I play without my case on. I have to do the claw
Oh.
That's how I play it.
in
yeah.
order for it to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
But the thing I have, it's got handles on it, and it makes it lifts it up, and it feels like a regular controller.
You talked about it on the show.
Yeah.
I was in the chat. I saw that one.
And so that thing has made it infinitely more playable in handheld mode for me, even though the majority of my playtime is handheld to begin with. But yeah, it's
I can't play like this.
yeah.
No, I have to go like this.
Yeah, I have to do that.
I don't know. Like I mean, I actually play on the TV most of the time.
Yeah, I play the TV now.
Like I said, it's like for me. Again, back to that argument or non-argument. Like to me, this is their home console. I'm gonna play it as a home console. If I want to take it with me, I'll take it with me. You know, that's how I play it.
Well, I feel so. I even feel the same with my phone. Like I have to do the stupid pinky claw with my phone.
Yeah, no, I get that. But
it sucks.
What I was gonna say is like I wish I could. I do wish that there was something to grip onto a little bit more, but I can't say that I've ever had an issue holding it. I remember being surprised when Rick's. I'm like, really? And then so anyway.
I'm just used to like that back support for the palm, like when you hold a PlayStation controller or something.
That make a difference.
Because like having that, just I don't know, makes it more tangible for me and more easier.
I love
like
how
I can rest it on my hand.
I love how sleek the Switch is when it's naked. But I can't. I can't play it that way for extended periods of time. I forced myself
like
to.
This
first.
alone, like it's sleek as fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
it looks really good.
I even like holding it. Like it just feels nice.
I think it does. I think I was surprised, Rick, just because I remember you having I don't remember you having a complaint about the 3DS really. Maybe just because it was smaller though. In terms of
probably
it's lighter.
But it was lighter.
Yeah. But I don't think he played the 3DS as much as he let on anyway.
Oh no! I played a lot.
He played that a shit ton.
I played that a lot.
He had that with him everywhere. I mean,
I took it everywhere with him.
When he was working by me, so I saw him all the time.
I fucking do that with my Switch now since the case for it I got came with a case.
Yeah.
If I leave the house, pull it out of the and that's my favorite part is I don't have to take the case off to dock it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just take it off, put it in the case, and I go. Like it's literally, except for when I come here because I know. Like, unless I have something specific to show you guys, it'd be bad news to bring it here.
Yeah. Is this show over after this or no?
Yeah.
I have to fucking pee really bad.
All right. So that's it for the show.
Basically, yeah. I just wanted to get your guys' take on the Switch Lite.
No, I mean,
I think it looks awesome. I want the Pokemon one. Goddamn
it.
Listen, Mr. Nintendo. Atomic Purple.
Yes.
Okay. Do it.
I don't see it being something. I don't see it being something that I'm going to buy, but I mean, I understand what it's there for, and I think it's a smart move. And
I think if I buy it, like I have to already have like spare cash.
I want the
This
Pro
is no way
Runner
I
if
can
it
afford
Can you
it.
imagine if they did a gold one for Zelda
I
for
know.
that Zelda game coming
I
out?
can't
Woo!
I cannot wait for that game. By the way, I am so excited for that.
I really hope they fix. I'm sure they will.
They'll take care.
I know they will. But again, that's generally not. Nintendo doesn't show games if they're not prime time, you know.
Yeah.
And that's coming out next month?
Ooh,
August, September.
I don't know.
It's August, September. It's around there.
I don't think it's August, but I don't know when.
I feel like September sounds right.
Okay. But yeah, so that'll do it for this week. Bryce, do you want to take us out? Since I introed?
Yes.
Okay.
I did have one.
Hold on, I was checking this date.
Hold
on, let me check the
I'm
date.
gonna help you out.
Oh,
and I'll be
it
quiet.
comes out day and date with the Switch Lite.
Oh,
Link's
so
Awakening comes
September
out the same day
28th?
as the 20th.
20th, okay.
20th. So that's kind of cool. So, and then Pokemon's November.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to get people in, like, hey, we got this new game, and you can get the Lite.
Yeah.
And then Pokemon comes out the next month. So, anyways, all right. If you joined us live in the chat, thank you. We appreciate you, Broken Wolf, James Redwine. I don't remember your avatar name, so I'm just sorry, James Redwine.
Bolo.
Who else? Bolo could stop by.
Who else was in?
Yeah.
Anybody else that stopped by? Oh,
Yeah.
Cheesy stopping by for a second. Thank you for joining us. Ash, thank you for joining us live in
Thank you
person.
for having me.
It was it was definitely a pleasure having you here.
Even
It's
though you were in
crazy.
the corner.
Well, I know. Yeah, you for some reason you put Bryce.
Nobody
in the
puts
corner.
Bryce
That's
in
okay.
the corner.
If you want to check out Ash, you can follow her at Misty Redrum. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So there you go. Do that.
I was gonna say
You're like, that's private, Bryce. Yeah.
Photography Instagram.
Red
Oh,
Slayer.
yeah, Lefty Clips.
Red 81
Yeah.
Slayer. James, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. What was that, Rick?
James.
Lefty Clicks.
Okay.
On
Oh, that's my
Instagram.
photography one.
There you go.
But yeah.
Yo, she takes some fucking fire pictures.
Thank you. Wow,
Yeah.
I work really hard on it. Thanks.
Good. Well, you
Should've
do good
wrote
work.
that Here. Yeah.
If you weren't able to join us live, that's okay. You can check out the audio version of the show on Tuesday on someshitwelike.com. If audio isn't your thing, we will put up clips throughout the week. I'm just gonna say that because it fucking varies. And then the closest thing you're gonna get to this live experience is on Friday when we'll put up the full show with Rick's editing tools, and that's it. I have to pee. It's hot. Everybody.
Also, be sure to check out the Instagram page because we've gotten a lot better about using it.
Okay, that's
posting show-relevant content at SSWL
Damn,
Network.
Mike, I was close enough.
Until next time.
Until next time.
I have to.
That was some shit we like.